Good morning. It's November 3rd, 2015. And crazy that it's November. That's kind of just set in. Yeah. So voted this morning by mail for the first time. Kind of exciting. That's really weird. In California, you have like the front of an arrow and then the end of an arrow, and to pick that, you like draw the rest of the arrow. Seems like check boxes would have been easier, but whatever. It's crazy to me how many people were running unopposed, and they get paid pretty well. I mean, not that well, like software engineer terms, but I don't know. It's weird. It's like the district attorney or whatever. There's no one opposed. Whatever. I voted on all of the propositions here in San Francisco. It's kind of interesting. One of them, even the people that wrote it no longer support it, which is funny to me. But I guess once you propose it, it's still there, which makes sense. You can't like bribe someone to like withdraw. But yeah, I tweeted my my picks for the props. The anti-Airbnb one I think is too extreme. F is like the one that's gotten the most press, so I voted no. Basically, you'd have to report the number of days per quarter that you slept in your apartment, which to me is like overly invasive. And it's basically like names Airbnb by name. It's like wants you to stop doing that. Basically, you have to like put a public notice and get all your neighbors to agree to it before you can like rent out your place. It's kind of just like this craziness. I don't know. The mayor's for it, and his like main reason is it helps tourism a lot, and also it's a second source of income for some people that like have no other way of making extra money. So I mean, those are both good things in my opinion. You know, if you have a problem with your neighbor renting out your place because their tenants are annoying or whatever, trying to get a law to ban Airbnb doesn't seem like the way to go about that. But, you know, whatevs. And it's already illegal in most, or like against the terms in most like leases anyway. So it's not really like changing that much. Like I'd see the last two places I've lived, it's been like against the terms of my lease to rent it out, which is fine. Like I'm okay with that. But if I had a lease that didn't, and it's like my place that I'm paying for, why shouldn't I be able to rent it out? I don't know. Anyway, there's a bunch of other silly ones. Anyway, so made a lot of good progress yesterday on this app I'm working on for Canvas. I'm not really sure how I should best show it off. I think once it's like more complete, then we'll probably come up with some way to like let a bunch of people in, because right now it's invite only. So you can try it out, because I love for like you to see what I'm working on. Canvas is really good. Gosh, we were actually talking about moving our API from Node to Elixir, which is cool. Specifically, Phoenix, I think, is the name of the framework. It's pretty cool. It's really cool. It's interesting. We're like, oh, there's no library for like whatever, this specific thing in Elixir, but there's one in Erlang, and we can just use that. And I was like, oh, that's super cool, because there's like a million things for Erlang. It's anyway. Last thing, yesterday I wore my adventure gear to work because it was raining, which is really weird that it rained. It never rains here. Yeah, so that guy, yep, the Revit Sand 2 Pro, Sand 2, whatever, one of those. Really great jacket, huge fan. I wore it in South Africa last December, and it was very warm, as it's Africa. And then I've worn it in the rain here here multiple times. Has removable rain liner. And then I've also worn it in Kentucky in December, which is mega cold. And that was great. So, yeah, I like these gloves. I also have multiple Revit gloves that I'm a big fan of. Maybe another day we'll go through my gloves. I have lots of gloves. But this jacket is awesome, and I have matching pants that have thermal and waterproof liners. So this weekend I'm headed to Yosemite with some friends, which should be amazing. And I'm planning on wearing this stuff because it may snow or it may rain, or who knows. So I have some Ducati luggage for my Scrambler. It's like Scrambler branded luggage. It's by GV, or however you say it. Anyway, so I'll be putting my liners in that and taking it with me, so that should be good. But normally day to day I wear my Roland Sands Ronin in tobacco, which is also fantastic. Anyway, I don't know. I may start reviewing motorcycle gear from time to time, if that's interesting to anyone. Probably not. But once you get into motorcycling, you're kind of like, this is very true, right? So you're like, maybe I'll get a motorcycle or whatever. Like, I'm not really sure. And then you get one, and you're like, holy crap, this is the best thing ever. Like, I don't know anyone that's kind of like, I have a motorcycle. And everyone's like, no, I have a motorcycle, and it's the best. Let me tell you about it. And then once you do the next thing, you're like really get into gear. I like motorcycle gear almost as much as riding, but I do really enjoy riding, like more than anything else. Like with guitar, I enjoy the gear more than actually playing. That's totally true. But motorcycling, I really like motorcycling. Like if you're having a bad day, and I'm just like riding up Twin Peaks and look back and see the city in the distance, like gosh, doesn't get better than that. Like you can't not be happy when you see that view. I don't know. So anyway, there's that. I should probably get to work, which is a weird thing that I do now, but we'll be good. All right.